Hi Soapies, Sherry here from a Misty Dimness AMD soaps. We are doing the cutting of the Jade Soleseife or brine soap. It has been approximately 9 hours since I made it, and that's one of the beautiful things about Soleseife soap is that it does unmold very quickly. This is about 11 hours sooner than I would normally be able to unmold this recipe. I did pop it into the freezer for about 20-25 minutes just to help it pull out of the silicone mold. So if you're using a silicone mold for soap making and you're having trouble getting your soaps out, try popping it in the freezer quick. So what I did to the top here that you didn't see in the video is I added some gold mica mixed in oil, and I decided not to brush the top of this because I really like the way that gold turned out. It just looks like it's a super veiny natural gold that might appear in rock. So I'm not going to brush the top like I said I was going to. If I had, I probably would have started that before I started the video. But what I am going to do is bevel this quick. I hand bevel all of my bars by hand with a vegetable peeler. And it does take some practice, and sometimes I do kind of screw up a little bit. Especially when I'm trying to do two things, like, you know, talking and beveling at the same time. And so I go around and I do that on all the edges before I cut it. And I'm just going to go ahead and set it to the side so that I can make the minor adjustment, for getting you guys where you need to be. Now, I did tell you that I was going to look up the fragrance notes. This is Brambleberry's Jade fragrance oil from their gem collection. It's described as crisp and cold with top notes of lemon, grapefruit, English ivy, middle notes of heart of jasmine, green apple, and neroli, base notes of musk, vanilla, and fern moss. So basically, if you like a really complicated fragrance, this one's going to be right up your alley. So this is my multi-bar cutter. My husband made this for me as a surprise birthday gift. And it is the best thing ever. This and the stick blender are my best friends when it comes to soap making. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this and square everything up. You can see there's a wood piece here that helps me make sure that all of my my soap loaf is squared up, so my bars are going to be cut straight. And these are just guitar wires that my husband put in here, and guitar pegs. He works for an automation shop, so he was able to have, 9 hours might have even been too long. This is quite firm. Anyways, my husband was able to have some of the guys in the automation shop do some of the machining work, the bending of some metal pieces for him. So it does look really professional, and he even painted it in AMD soap purple. So are you guys ready to see what this looks like? I am absolutely nervous and terrified. So this is just an end cut. There will be 2 of these end cuts. I usually cut them in half and hand them out as samples. And I'm a little bit out of my zone because I have a soap over here that's chilling out and being cool and stuff. I have more soap tucked in over there. There's just soap everywhere. So this is what the mica outline is starting to look like. It's not quite the clean lines that I wanted, but it's not horrible. I'm pretty happy about this, actually. I kind of like that one. That one looks kind of cool. And there's that one. And that one. So this is about what all the bars are going to look like. These will be available in 8 weeks. I'm going to give them a little bit longer cure, not as long as I would give a traditional salt bar. My research has been kind of iffy on how long these bars really need. I've seen the standard recommendation for cure times. I've heard people say, no, you should cure it as long as you cure a regular salt bar. So I'm going to kind of go for the middle ground. I traditionally try for 4 months cure time on salt bars. So I'm going to go with half. I'm going to go with 2 months on that. And I'm going to let these firm up for another day or two. And then I will bevel the edges. I might even be able to bevel them tomorrow morning. I'm just really happy with how these turned out. So anyways, thanks for joining me.